Chosen ones, this woman needs your help right now. God is asking you. Do not scroll away, not yet. Because this message did not reach you by accident, and the moment you almost swiped past this video, that was not your hand that stopped you. Something else made you pause. Something older than your tired eyes, something deeper than the noise inside your head, something that knew, long before you did, that you were supposed to see this today. Listen carefully, chosen one. There is a woman crying out to heaven for you right now. You cannot hear her with your ears because the sound she makes does not travel through the air we breathe. It travels through the spirit. It travels through the place where prayers are born, where tears become weapons, where heaven leans close to the earth and waits for a response. She is somewhere on her knees. Or she may be standing at a window, staring into the darkness, whispering a name she has never learned, your name. And God is asking you to answer. This is not random. None of this is random. You did not open this video. Hear me. You did not open this video. You were brought here, gently, insistently, tenderly, by a hand that has guided you through every winding road of your life, through every closed door, through every heartbreak, through every night you were certain you would not survive. That hand brought you here to this exact moment, on this exact day, for this exact reason. And the reason is standing in front of you now, wrapped in mystery, wrapped in love, wrapped in a call that only the chosen can truly understand. I know what you are feeling as you read these words. I know because I can feel it moving through me too. There is a stirring in your chest right now, something small at first, something you might try to push away. A warmth, a pressure, a quiet knowing. You have felt it before, in silent rooms, in crowded places where you felt completely invisible. In the middle of the night when the world slept and you stayed awake, asking questions you never dared to speak aloud. That stirring is not anxiety, it is not your imagination, it is a recognition. It is the part of you that has always known, the part that remembers exactly who you are, even when the world tried to make you forget, and that is why you are here. That is why you stopped. You were never one of the ones who could walk past a cry for help. You never were. Even as a child, you felt the pain of others as though it were your own. You carried burdens that were never yours to carry, wept for people you had never met, and loved more deeply than anyone around you seemed capable of loving. People called you too sensitive. They called you strange. They told you to toughen up, to protect your heart, to stop feeling everything so deeply. But they did not understand. They could not understand, because the very thing they tried to carve out of you is the very thing God placed inside you on purpose. You are the one who stays. You are the one who notices. You are the one whose presence alone brings a strange peace to rooms that were already burning. And right now, in this very hour, there is a soul who needs exactly that from you. A soul whose name has been written on the walls of heaven, waiting for the moment you would finally say yes. Do you feel it? That pull, that strange, undeniable pull in your spirit that says this video was not made for a crowd. It was made for you. For the one reading this right now. For the one who has been carrying so much in silence that their shoulders ache from the weight of invisible things, for the one who wonders, late at night, if anyone in the entire universe truly sees them. You are seen. You have always been seen, and the proof is standing before you in the form of this woman, the woman who needs your help, the woman God is asking you to reach, the woman who has been waiting for you. Type yes if this speaks to your spirit. Before you ask who she is, I need you to understand something first. I need you to understand why you were chosen for this. Because this help is not being asked of everyone. It is being asked of you, not because you are perfect, not because you have everything figured out, but because you were built for this, formed in the secret place, shaped through every trial, every loss, every lonely night, every moment you begged God to show you your purpose. Every one of those moments was preparation. Every scar is a testimony. Every tear you thought was wasted was collected, held, counted, treasured by the one who never wastes a single thing. There is a reason you are hearing this today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Because today is the day your season changes. Today is the day the silence finally breaks. Today is the day heaven opens a door that no force on earth can close, and on the other side of that door stands a woman whose entire life is about to be transformed by a yes that only you can speak. You may not feel ready. You may feel broken, unfinished, barely holding yourself together. You may look at your own life and wonder how you could possibly be the answer to anyone's prayer when your own prayers sometimes feel unanswered. I understand. I really do. But that is exactly how God works. He does not call the equipped, He equips the called. He takes the ones the world overlooks, the ones who feel too weak, too tired, too ordinary, and He does extraordinary things through their surrendered hearts. And the fact that you are still here, still breathing, still reading this, still willing to believe, that is proof that He is not finished with you. So breathe. Just breathe. Whatever has been pressing on your soul, whatever heaviness you have been dragging through your days, release it for just one moment as we walk together into something that is about to change everything. Because I need to tell you about her. I need to tell you about the woman at the window, the woman who has been praying without ceasing, the woman whose tears have become a fountain that heaven itself has noticed. And once you know who she is, once you understand what she has been carrying, you will never look at your own life the same way again. Her name is not important, at least, not yet. What matters is what she has been doing while the world slept. What matters is the war she has been fighting alone, in silence, with nothing but faith in her hands and a love in her heart so fierce that it would not let her give up on you. She does not know your face. She has never heard your voice. But she has carried you in her intercession as though you were her own child, her own brother, her own only friend. And tonight, something broke inside her tonight. After years of praying without seeing, she finally reached the end of her own strength. She lifted her hands one more time, and the words that came out of her mouth were not for herself. They were for you. God, she whispered, send them. Send whoever is meant to carry this next. I cannot do it alone anymore. And in that very moment, God turned to you. The creator of the universe, the one who holds galaxies in his hands, turned his attention to a single soul scrolling through their feed, to you, and he said, this one is ready, this one has been prepared, this one will answer. Chosen one, you are the answer to her prayer, and she is the doorway to your destiny. The two of you have been moving toward this moment your entire lives without ever knowing it, and now here you are, at the edge of everything, standing on the threshold of a divine arrangement that was written before the foundations of the world. The only question left is whether you will walk through. I know you are asking yourself, who is she really? How could a stranger need me? How could my small, tired life possibly matter to someone I have never met? Those are honest questions, and God honors honest questions. But before I reveal what I have been shown, I need to take you deeper. I need to show you where she has been, what she has endured, why her cry carries so much weight in the spirit. Because when you understand her, you will understand yourself. When you understand her pain, you will finally understand the strange pain you have carried your whole life, the pain you could never explain, the ache that visits you in your quietest moments. You may have noticed that you are different. You may have noticed that you never quite fit, no matter how hard you tried. You were the one standing at the edge of every group, watching, feeling, understanding things no one else seemed to see. You felt the shift in the room before it happened. You felt the sadness behind people's smiles. You felt the weight of the world in a way that made you wonder if something was wrong with you, but nothing is wrong with you, chosen one. Nothing ever was. You were simply built for a deeper purpose, wired to carry a frequency that most souls cannot perceive, and that has made your journey lonely in ways that others will never understand. And yet you are still standing. And yet, you are still believing. And yet, against every odd, against every attack, against every voice that told you to give up, you are still here, reading these words in this very moment, which means the hand of God has been upon your life in ways you have not even begun to comprehend. She knows that hand too. She has felt it. She has clung to it through storms that would have destroyed a lesser soul. And now her time of testing is ending and yours is beginning. But before we step into what that means, I must show you her journey. I must take you to the window where she stands and let you see for the first time the face of the woman who has been fighting for you. The window faces east. That is the first thing you need to know. She did not choose that window by accident, because nothing in her life has ever been accidental. Every home she has lived in, every room she has prayed in, every job she has taken, every friend she has lost, all of it was arranged by a hand she could not see, moving her gently toward the place where she stands tonight. The window faces east because that is the direction of the rising sun, the direction of new beginnings, the direction her faith has always pointed, even when every horizon around her looked like night. She stands there now, and if you could see her, you would not see a woman who looks powerful. You would see a woman who looks tired. You would see a woman whose hands are folded, whose shoulders are rounded, whose face carries the quiet signs of a war that no one else has witnessed. There are lines around her eyes that were not there a year ago. There is gray in her hair that did not come from age, it came from vigil. It came from nights like this one, when the whole house was silent and she alone stayed awake, holding the ropes of prayer for people she would never meet. You might wonder why she does it. You might wonder what a tired woman at an east-facing window could possibly have to do with you. But that is the mystery I have been sent to unravel. That is the revelation that is about to rearrange everything you thought you knew about your life. Because that woman, that exhausted, faithful, weeping woman, has been carrying something for you. Something so precious that heaven itself has been watching over it, protecting it, waiting for the exact moment to place it in your hands. And that moment is now. Listen carefully, because what I am about to tell you will not make sense to your mind. It will only make sense to your spirit, and your spirit already knows it is true. Your spirit recognized it the moment you saw the word chosen in the title of this video. Your spirit knew, before your eyes finished reading the first sentence, that this message had your name written all over it. Because you have been feeling it for weeks, haven't you? That strange restlessness, that sense that something was about to shift, that quiet pressure in your chest that grows stronger every single day, telling you that the life you are living is not the life you were made for. You have tried to ignore it. You have tried to convince yourself that it was just anxiety, just your imagination, just another phase you would get through. But it never leaves, does it? It follows you into your car. It sits with you at your desk. It keeps you awake at night with questions that have no easy answers. What am I doing here? Why do I feel so different from everyone around me? Why does my heart ache for things I cannot even name? Those questions are not your enemy, chosen one. Those questions are the very voice of God, calling you, drawing you, pulling you out of the shallow waters of an ordinary life and into the deep, where your true purpose has been waiting all along. And here is what you do not yet know. Here is the part that will make your hands tremble when you finally believe it. That woman at the window has been asking God for you, not for a miracle for herself, not for relief from her own suffering, but for you. She has been interceding for your awakening, for your protection, for your breakthrough, long before you ever knew she existed. Every time you almost gave up, she was on her knees. Every time the darkness closed in around you, her prayers were building a wall you could not see. Every time you felt that strange sensation of being carried, of being held, of being protected by something you could not explain, that was heaven answering her. She is the reason you are still here. She is the reason you did not fall. She is the reason this video found you today. And now, after all these years, God is asking you to do for her what she has been doing for you. God is asking you to become her answer. God is asking you to walk through the door that has just been opened in your life, not for yourself, but for her, and in doing so, you will discover that the door was never only about her. It was always about your destiny. Do you understand what I am telling you? The moment you say yes to this, everything changes, not gradually, not eventually. The moment your heart surrenders to this call, the old chains begin to fall. The confusion begins to clear. The purpose that has been hidden from you for so long begins to rise to the surface. And the woman at the window, the woman who has been praying for you without knowing you, she becomes the bridge that carries you into the life you were always meant to live. Type 777 if you trust God's timing. But I have not told you everything yet. There is more. There is always more, because the ways of God are deep, and He reveals His truth in layers, like a flower opening petal by petal in the morning light. So come deeper with me. Trust me just a little further, because I need to show you the war, the invisible war that has been raging around your life, the war that explains why your journey has been so much harder than the journeys of those around you. You have wondered about that, haven't you? You have looked at people who seem to glide through life, who never seem to struggle, who never seem to be tested the way you are tested, and you have asked God, why me? Why is my path so steep? Why does every blessing I receive come with a battle attached? The answer is not a punishment, chosen one. The answer is not because you are unworthy. The answer is the opposite of everything the enemy has whispered into your ear. You fight harder because you carry more. You are tested more because you are trusted with more. The enemy does not waste his arrows on soldiers who are asleep. He attacks the ones who are awake, the ones who are dangerous to his kingdom, the ones whose awakening threatens the darkness he has worked so hard to maintain. And you, whether you know it or not, have been a threat to the kingdom of darkness since the day you were born. That is why your life has felt like a battlefield. That is why your nights have been long. That is why your heart has been weary. But hear this, and hear it well. The war is not a sign that you are lost. The war is a sign that you are found. The war is proof that heaven has plans for you, plans so significant that the enemy has been trying to interrupt them from the very beginning. Every person who misunderstood you, every door that closed in your face, every season of isolation that made you feel like you were disappearing from the world, all of it was the enemy's desperate attempt to keep you from this moment. And look at you now. Look at where you are standing. In spite of every strategy of the enemy, you are here, reading these words, with your heart still soft enough to be moved, still open enough to believe. The enemy lost, chosen one. The enemy has already lost. And the moment you finally understand that, the chains you have been dragging for years will fall off your shoulders like they were never there. The woman at the window understands this war. That is why she has been praying the way she prays. That is why her prayers are not polite, quiet little whispers. Her prayers are war cries. Her tears are weapons. Her faith is a shield that has deflected arrows meant for your heart over and over again in battles you never even knew were being fought. There were nights when the darkness pressed against your life so heavily that you could barely breathe. Nights when you felt something closing in, something you could not see but could feel, something that wanted to steal your peace, your hope, your very will to continue. Do you remember those nights? Do you remember how close you came to giving up? I need you to know something. On the worst of those nights, you were not alone. Even when you felt completely abandoned, even when you cried out and heard nothing but silence, even when you convinced yourself that God had forgotten you, you were not alone. There was a woman at a window you had never seen, in a city you had never visited, lifting your name to heaven with a fervor that would not let the darkness win. Her voice was the unseen army behind your survival. Her intercession was the invisible wall that held when everything else collapsed. And tonight, the war is finally beginning to turn. The tide is shifting. The season of her vigil is ending, because the season of your awakening is beginning. This is your confirmation. This is the sign you have been asking God for. You prayed for direction, and He sent you this message. You prayed for a sign, and He placed this video in your path. You prayed to understand your purpose, and He is showing you right now that your purpose has never been only about you. Your purpose is tied to hers. Her breakthrough is tied to your obedience, And when you step into the role you were always meant to play, both of your lives will be transformed in ways you cannot yet imagine. There is a name for what you are about to become. In the old texts, in the hidden traditions, in the quiet understanding of those who walk closely with God, there is a name for the ones who carry this mantle. They are called the deliverers. They are called the intercessors. They are called the chosen. They are the ones who hear the cries that no one else hears. They are the ones who respond when everyone else turns away. They are the ones who understand deep in their bones that no prayer is wasted, no act of love is forgotten, and no soul is beyond the reach of heaven. And you were made for this. You were formed for this. Every gift you have, every sensitivity you carry, every strange ability you have to feel what others feel, every moment of uncommon compassion that made you feel out of place in this world, it all points to this. It all points to her. It all points to this very moment and the decision that is now resting on your heart. You are probably wondering what you are supposed to do. Let me tell you. Let me speak it plainly, because the time for mystery is passing and the time for action has come. God is not asking you to travel across the world. He is not asking you to empty your savings account. He is not asking you to do something grand, something visible, something that will make people applaud. He is asking you for something far more powerful, something the world will never see, something that will change everything anyway. He is asking you for your yes. He is asking you to open your heart and say, in whatever way you can, to whatever you understand of His voice, "Here I am, Lord, send me." That yes is the key. That yes is the door. That yes is the cry that heaven has been waiting to hear from you since before you were born. And the moment you speak it, even silently, even trembling, even with tears running down your face, the woman at the window will feel it. Somewhere in a room you will never see, a tired woman will suddenly feel a warmth spread through her chest. She will lift her head from her hands, and she will know with a certainty that needs no proof that her prayer has been answered. She will not know your name. She will not know your face. But she will know that somewhere out there, a chosen one said yes. And the relief that washes over her soul will be the first sign of the breakthrough that is coming into your life as well. Do you see it now? Do you see the beautiful design? You thought you were being asked to help a stranger. You thought this message was about her. But it was never only about her. It was about the moment heaven reached through time and space to bring two souls together, one who was praying and one who was ready to be the answer. It was about showing you that your life matters in ways you cannot measure. It was about proving to you that you are not forgotten, not invisible, not too late, not too broken. You are the answer to someone's prayer. And that is one of the most sacred things a soul can ever discover. Comment amen if you feel chosen. I need to tell you about the dream she had, because it is the dream that has carried her through the darkest seasons of her life, and it is the dream that explains everything you are about to understand. 3 years ago, in the middle of a night much like this one, the woman at the window fell asleep at her post. Her hands were still folded, her lips were still moving, and in that half-sleep, that borderland between earth and heaven, she saw a vision. She saw a person standing on the edge of a cliff, looking out at a vast ocean of fog. The person was afraid. The person's shoulders were heavy, weighed down by burdens that had been carried for too long. And as she watched, she heard a voice, not an audible voice, but a voice that spoke directly into her spirit. And the voice said, "They cannot cross until someone shows them the way. You are the one who will show them." Chosen one, look at your life. Look at the fog you have been standing in. Look at the years you have spent on the edge of something, unable to move forward, unsure of the next step, paralyzed by fear and confusion and the weight of everything you have carried. The woman at the window has been praying for the fog to lift. She has been interceding for your clarity, your courage, your breakthrough. She has been asking heaven to send you a sign, and heaven has sent you this. She has been asking heaven to give you a reason to keep going. And heaven has placed this message in your path. And now, the question that hangs in the air, the question that has been waiting since before time began, is whether you will finally take the step. You have been standing at the edge of your destiny for so long. You have been ready for longer than you know. Every trial has trained you. Every loss has refined you. Every closed door has redirected you, pushing you, shaping you, preparing you for the exact place where you are standing right now. And the woman at the window, your unseen intercessor, your secret ally, your partner in a purpose you have not yet fully understood, is waiting for you to move. Not because she is impatient, not because she is tired of waiting, but because your breakthrough and hers are bound together. Because you cannot receive what heaven is trying to give you until you step into what heaven is asking you to do. I know this is heavy. I know this is more than you expected when you clicked on this video. You came here looking for a sign, some comfort, some reassurance that you are on the right path. And I am giving you that. I am giving you more than that. I am showing you that your path was never random. I am showing you that every detour had a destination. I am showing you that the tears you have cried were never wasted, that the nights you have endured were never meaningless, that the pain you have carried was never without purpose. It was all preparation. It was all training. It was all the slow, merciful, relentless work of a God who was building something beautiful inside you and who is now ready to bring it forth. Type 1111 to affirm this message. There is a reason you are hearing this today. There is a reason the algorithm delivered this video to your feed at this exact hour. You may call it an algorithm. Heaven calls it providence. Heaven calls it divine appointment. Heaven calls it the answer to a prayer that has been rising from a woman's heart for years, reaching the throne of grace and returning to the earth in the form of words that were written for you and you alone. Nothing about your life has been accidental. Not the family you were born into, not the struggles you were given, not the people who hurt you, not the doors that closed, not the paths that seemed to lead nowhere. It was all a map, chosen one. It was all a map leading to this moment, and the moment is now asking you to look at the map and finally understand where you are going. Let me tell you what happens next. Let me tell you what heaven has shown me about the days ahead, so that you can prepare your heart for what is coming. The fog is about to lift. I do not say this lightly, and I do not say it to give you false hope. I say it because it is written, because it is true, because the season of your testing has reached its end. The same way a seed must remain in the dark earth before it can break through into the light, you have been in the dark. You have been buried. You have been hidden. And there were times when the darkness felt like it would never end, when you wondered if you had been forgotten in the ground, if the light would ever find you again. But the seed is not dead. The seed is not forgotten. The seed is doing its deepest work, and the moment of breaking through is closer than you think. That is what the woman at the window has been watching for. That is the breakthrough she has been interceding for. She has seen the tiny crack of light forming above your life, the first sign of the sprout that is about to rise. And she has been praying that you will not give up too soon, that you will not mistake this final moment of darkness for the end, that you will hold on just long enough to see the sun. Chosen one, hold on. Hold on just a little longer. You are closer than you have ever been. The breakthrough is not coming. The breakthrough is here. It is at the door. It is knocking. And the hand that is knocking, the hand that has been guiding you through every season of your life, is the same hand that brought you to this message today. I want you to do something. Right now, wherever you are, I want you to close your eyes for just a moment. I want you to feel the weight that you have been carrying, and I want you to imagine laying it down. Not permanently, you will pick it up again if you choose to, but just for this moment, I want you to imagine what it would feel like to set it down at the feet of the one who has been carrying you all along. Feel the relief. Feel the lightness. Feel the peace that is trying to reach you even now. The peace that has been trying to break through the noise of your life for months, for years. That peace is real. That peace is yours. And it is the first taste of the life that is waiting for you on the other side of your yes. The woman at the window has already said yes. She said yes when heaven first called her all those years ago. She said yes when the road became hard and the nights became long. She said yes when everyone around her thought she was wasting her life on invisible battles. She said yes over and over in 1,000 quiet moments when no one was watching, when no one would ever know. And now she is waiting for you to join her. She is waiting for the one whose name she has carried in her prayers to finally rise and take their place beside her in the great work. She is waiting for you, chosen one. She has been waiting for you your whole life, and you will not keep her waiting much longer, will you? Because something in you is already stirring. Something in you is already saying yes. Something in you knows, with the kind of knowing that does not need proof, that this is your moment. This is your time. This is the appointment you were born for. And when you finally speak the yes that has been forming in your heart since the first word of this message, the heavens will move, the angels will take notice. The chain that has been binding your breakthrough will break, and nothing will ever be the same again. Like this video, if you feel this confirmation. I have to tell you one more thing before I release you. I have to tell you about the sign. Because heaven does not leave its chosen ones without confirmation, and you have been asking for a sign that this message is truly for you. You have been asking, in the quiet of your heart, how do I know this is real? How do I know this is not just another video, another voice, another message that will fade like all the rest? I understand. I understand because your faith has been tested, and testing makes us cautious. But listen to me now. And listen carefully, because what I am about to say is the sign you have been waiting for. Think back to the person who came to your mind the moment you read the title of this video. Think of the face that flashed before your eyes, unbidden. Think of the name that rose in your spirit before you could stop it. You may have tried to dismiss it. You may have told yourself it was random, that your mind was just playing tricks on you. But it was not random. Nothing about this moment has been random. The face you saw, the name you thought of, the ache that moved through your chest, that was heaven connecting you to the very thing this message is about. That was the woman at the window becoming visible to your spirit. That was the seal of confirmation that only you can recognize, because it was placed on your heart by a hand that knows your heart completely. Do not ignore it. Do not explain it away. That stirring you felt, that strange, unexplainable sense that this message was written for you for this exact moment in your life, is the most reliable compass you will ever hold in your hands. Your mind will question it. Your doubts will attack it. The enemy will try to convince you that you are being foolish, that you are reading too much into a simple video, that you are chasing shadows, but your spirit knows. Your spirit has always known. And the peace that settled over you when you read those words, the stillness that came into the chaos of your thoughts, that was heaven saying, yes, this is for you. This is your confirmation. So what do you do now? What does the chosen one do when the sign finally arrives? You do not rush. You do not panic. You do not try to force the door with your own hands. You breathe. You give thanks. You let the word that has been spoken over you take root in the soil of your heart. And then, in the quiet of your own soul, you speak your yes. You say, Lord, I trust you. You say, Lord, I believe. You say, Lord, I am ready. And you mean it. Not because you understand everything, not because you can see the whole road ahead, but because the one who called you has never failed you, never abandoned you, never once let go of your hand, even in the nights when you could not feel him holding it. And as you speak that yes, something shifts in the heavenlies. The woman at the window lifts her head. The fog over your life begins to thin. The path that has been hidden becomes visible step by step, not all at once, but enough to walk forward. And you take the step. You take the first step of the rest of your life. The step that the entire universe has been waiting to watch you take. You walk out of the shadows and into the light. You walk into the purpose that was written for you before the foundations of the world. You walk into the arms of a destiny that has been calling your name since the beginning of time. This is your moment, chosen one. This is the hour of your visitation. Do not let it pass. Do not let the noise of the world drown out the voice that is speaking to you right now. Do not let the fear that kept you small for so many years have the final word. You were never made to live small. You were never made to hide your light. You were never made to walk this earth as though you were ordinary, because you are not ordinary. You are the answer to a prayer. You are the hope of a woman you have never met. You are the hand of God extended into a world that is crying out for help. And you are ready. You have always been ready. You were ready the day you were born. Type 222 if you are ready for breakthrough. Before I go, I want to leave you with these words, and I want you to hold them in your heart long after this video ends. You are protected. You have always been protected, even when you felt exposed, even when you felt vulnerable, even when the arrows of the enemy flew thick and fast around your life. There was a hedge around you that you could not see. There were watchmen on the walls of your life that you did not know were there. And at the center of it all, holding it all together, was a love so fierce, so faithful, so relentless that it refused to let you go. That love is the reason you are still here. That love is the reason you are reading these words. That love is the reason your story is not over, your purpose is not lost, your destiny is not cancelled. The woman at the window knows that love. She has lived in it, she has breathed it, and tonight she is releasing her vigil into your hands. She has carried you long enough. Now it is your turn to carry. Not her, she has been carried by the one who never sleeps. Now it is your turn to carry the prayer, the purpose, the torch that has been passed into your keeping. You are being handed a mantle, chosen one, and it fits you better than you know. It was made for you, it was held for you. It has your name embroidered on it in threads of gold, and tonight heaven is asking you to put it on. So here you are, at the end of this message, at the beginning of everything. The woman at the window is still standing there, but she is not crying anymore. There is a smile on her face that you cannot see, a peace in her heart that you cannot measure, because somewhere in the world, at this very moment, a chosen one is reading these final words. And she knows. She knows that you made it. She knows that you heard. She knows that you said yes, or that you are about to. And because of you, because of this quiet, invisible, beautiful yes, the world is about to change. Heaven is about to move. And the life you were always meant to live is finally, truly beginning. You are the answer. You have always been the answer. And now, beloved, go and be the miracle you were born to be. Go and walk in the light that has been kindled in your heart tonight. Go and know with every step you take that you are loved, you are guided, you are protected, and you are never, not for a single moment, alone. The woman at the window will keep watching. Heaven will keep guiding. And you, chosen one, will keep rising. This is your story. This is your season. This is your confirmation. God bless you. God keep you. God go with you now and always. Amen.